Fundamentally, the guys I see doing absolute best, that don't struggle, that don't bitch and complain about not being able to meet up with girls, they move fast. And if the girl's not on board, they go to the next girl, but they're moving fast. Move her from online to in person as fast as possible. Time kills attraction. Every guy that fails at online game, at some point, they go, I got stuck texting her. I got stuck. That's where you hear us. And a lot of this came from like Coach Corey Wayne, logistics only. And when we say logistics only, you're not just going to like go, hey, and then send her an address and hope she shows up, because she's not autistic and you shouldn't be either. Again, it's opener, a little bit of flirty banner, get her onto text, get her off the app, and then set up a date. And then meet. You are strongest. Keep in mind, you are strongest in person. Women are stronger online because they're looking for, before you start fucking her on a regular basis, and I can't say this enough, she's looking for a reason not to fuck you. But when she's in your presence, you've got your height, you've got your build, you've got your charisma, you've got your presence, and she's focused in, and there's no other distractions. It's rude if she's on her phone. Again, getting a girl in person, and if she's already bought into the idea of meeting up with you, she's 90% convinced to fuck you. The one thing you can do is talk her out of it. But if you're following this show, you should be pretty good at not talking girls out of fucking you. Again, there's all kinds of benefits to moving quickly and it doesn't even have to be where you meet her online. If you meet her at work, or if you meet her on the street, or if you meet her at the gym, but you want to move quickly from that meetup or securing her number to getting her in front of you and having a drink and getting to know each other and moving her from complete stranger or familiar face to naked and in your bed. That speed matters. Attraction has an expiration date, or is like one of the other guys calls it like an escalation or an attraction window. It's like the window's open and you can come in and out, but once it closes, and it will, she's not interested anymore, it's very difficult to reopen the window. So you want to move or strike while the iron is hot. And the guys that have the most success, it's not luck because it's skill, the most success move girls quickly. And again, remember, if she says no, or she blocks you or slows things down, that's fine. You go to the next girl and move her quickly. Again, you're going to go through hundreds, if not thousands, of girls over time, but you're looking for yes girls. In fact, I shared a story from a guy who's, I think he moved her off of Hinge. He said she was a yes girl. And it was a textbook, meet up, banter, bounce, banter, his place, a little bit of last minute resistance, and he fucked her. One day, Hinge, date, bang. That's it. And it's interesting and instructive. That's exactly how it should be. He moved her from complete stranger to naked and in his bed. And if you talk about this in a systemized, reliable, repeatable method, you plug the girl in. You can plug her into your game. Again, you know exactly what to say. And you talk about this stuff to like normal, everyday schlubs. And it looks like, well, they don't believe you. First of all, they don't believe that it's possible. But we know it's possible. We know in our world that this is how we do things. Again, you move her from online to in-person as fast as possible. And you can only do that just like my How to Build a Dating System book. It walks you through how to move her from complete stranger to in your bed. And you can find that at fortworthplayboy.gumroad.com. I'm not shy about selling my information because you can use it. I think it's like $29, and it'll save you about 2 years of frustration, and you'll get fucked more. I mean, there's just no downside. $30 and you're fucking more often, more reliably, and you're plugging girls into your system and moving them. And it's got to be planned. You got to know what you're doing. So many guys don't get laid because they're showing up without a plan. They don't know their logistics. They don't know how they're going. They don't know where they're going to fuck her. You've got to have all this stuff already set up mentally, know where you're going, and then you can move her through that process and close. And that's where you start closing like 80% of the girls you go out with, 90% of the girls you go out with. You just don't miss. And it's normal. You know, you're better at picking girls. You're better at moving. You're better at abandoning girls that are going bad mid-date. You're like, oh, this isn't going to work at all. So you just pay the tab and you leave. And then you're back. You meet somebody else that night. So there's no downside. Moving her from online to in-person as fast as possible. Remember, time kills attraction. You have to move quickly. You have to move with a sense of urgency inside and with intent. And she doesn't have to know any of this. You just take care of things. You move things forward and you focus in on the yes girls. You ignore and dump the maybe and the no girls, and you'll have far more success. You'll be happier, more girls in your life that are happy because you moved her from stranger to naked in your bed, which is where she wanted to be. So, guys, it's Friday, and I'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. We're doing this bad boy 6 days a week. If you want to support this channel, like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you want to invest in yourself and your game and your relationships and your sex life, you can find bunny stuff like Fuck Like a Porn Star at myplayboysbunny.gumroad.com or myplayboysbunny.com. And you can find my stuff, including the How to Build Your Dating System, at fortworthplayboy.gumroad.com. And I think the URL is down there in the bottom corner. But thanks, Marty. If you like this, like it, share it, comment below. It goes a long way. It helps us get seen, and it helps me interact with you guys. And I want to hear from you. Hope you guys have a great, great Friday. See you on Saturday morning.